What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am sitting. I am trying not to step on too many streams out there. I think Print and Play and Fun King are done here in about 15 minutes. So hopefully I'm not stepping on them too much. I know this is a random Sunday stream, and I really wanted to just talk about a couple of machines quick. I have some fun ones to do, and maybe we'll do this one, and tomorrow night we're going to do another one. Hey, Kenneth, Travis, how you doing? Nicholas, how you doing? I think that's what we got so far that said hi. I'm just watching these StreamYard chats tonight, or today. So I'm not watching the YouTube ones. I can't tag people when I type that way. But I got a couple of fun machines. I've been doing a little bit more resin printing ever since the other night when we did the live stream on right here on this one right here. That's the Elegoo Mars Pro. It's currently printing some more stuff, but right here we have some prints to do to cure and wash. And I thought, what a better time to do that than to bust out the Sovol right here, the wash and cure stuff from Sovol. And it's funny because they call them the SL1 and the SL2. So the SL2 is the wash machine here, and the SL1 is the resin and curing machine here. So it's kind of a fun little machines. I unboxed them quick for the argument of time. And hey, John from Australia, how you doing? And I thought I would get them out and just kind of set them here, and we would go through some stuff. So let me know in the chat how you doing. I know we don't have many people watching right now. We have some other streams out there going on, but that is okay. We're gonna rock and roll either way. Auto Drop, how you doing? Shane, how you doing? Jerry Martin, how are you? I didn't mean to make you leave any streams. I think James and, like I said, James from Print and Play and Glenn are done in about 15 minutes or 14 minutes, and I think there might be another stream. I think Jerry might be streaming as well, and I didn't know how long he was going to go, and I do want to get this done, so we'll see. I had something else to do. Nice. I think I saw Auto Drop. I'm totally gonna space your name because I'm thinking about it out loud. But anyways, I think I saw you on Jerry's stream a little bit ago. I was watching while I was setting up. Let's see. So real quick, how about we? It's Mike. There we go. What's funny is I did a really good interview with Mike at Earth. And it was awesome. He showed me his machines, and I am so bad with names. Jerry stream, that's right. So like I said, we got the SL2 wash and the SL1 curing. It kind of, they sent these to me for free to check out and test, and I thought I'd show them on a video or a stream, and I thought, why not do a stream? It's a day or two actually after Christmas here, and why not? What's interesting is that they call the wash machine the SL2 and the curing the SL1. You think it would be backwards? That way, SL1 would be let's wash, and SL2 would be cure. I don't know, but maybe I'm crazy. Hopefully, you guys can hear me okay. Mike is in a weird position, like way over here today, but I wanted to keep this as clear as I could. I'm working on a new streaming setup when I do these kinds of things. I'm actually gonna get an elevated bench or something so I can do that loud and clear. All right. Well, let's just show you real quick. Let me jump into something. I want to show you what we're looking at. We'll start with the wash machine. So this is the SL2 wash machine. I just want to make sure it's showing on my StreamYard. It is not showing on StreamYard. There we go. Making sure. Okay, so we're showing it on StreamYard. This is the SL2 wash machine. Um, Currently on sale from Sovol for $59.99. There are affiliate links in the description below for Amazon and straight from Sovol. If we come down here, we can kind of see some other pictures of the machine. There's some buttons on the front. Very much like, very similar to like the Anycubic washing cure machine, that kind of thing. Some videos. It looks like some stats. So you can use LCD, DLP, SLA in these. It's 7.2 watts for the wash machine. 5, 10, or 15-minute mode. In external dimensions are 200 by 155 by 322. The capacity is 150 by 110 by 180, or on the platform, it looks like there's a platform, it's 110 tall. Looks like it's a smart wash and cure, wash and then cure separately, I'm sorry. So yeah, that's that. And this would be, let me make sure we're seeing it. We're not, so let me share that. You never know. You never know. All right. Let's see. This would be the SL1 curing station. So this is straight from Sovol as well. You can get them on Amazon, shipped Prime. There's links in the description below. It's on sale for $40. If we come down, we can kind of get some idea of. Looks like there's an LED UV array on the inside there. Looks like some buttons on the front, which we'll talk, or I'm sorry, on the top of it, which we'll talk about in a minute. Looks like you can put something that's 163 by 166 inside of it, which is cool. Looks like you just plug it on and turn the timer on. Here's a little bit of a description of how it looks. There's a handle, a power control, a view window, a power jack, power switch, there's UV lights, and a turntable on the inside. So there you go. We talked about it. Done. No, I'm just joking. Woo. So yeah, about 9 more minutes for Glenn and James to be done. I think they go about 2 hours. But I wanted to jump in this. So let's start with the wash side because we know we need to wash first. So this is straight out of the box. All there was foam around it. I'm going to pop these bad boys open. Maybe. There we go. It is a nice like rubber seal around here, and that's always good. So what are you guys drinking? Let me know in the comments. I have some cold brew coffee. It is not from Starbucks here, but this is a special cup my sister got, my niece got me, I'm sorry, for Christmas. It turns color when something warm goes in here. Unfortunately, I'm drinking cold brew, so it's not warm. But it's good. All right. Let's see what we got. All right. We got a box inside here. We'll open that. I'm assuming that's the power supply. We have a nice manual. It might be blown out because of the... Woo! There we go. Might be blown out because of the lights in here. But the SL2 manual here. Let's see if it refocuses. Today would be awesome. Nope. All right. So I'm far. I'm like double away from my camera as I normally am, so I can get the front of this table. So it's gonna be interesting. Hey, Mike, how are you? Sam's October Fest. I like it. So in the top here, there is some foam, and there is in this model, in this case, there is, it's out of here, a plate that will hang, I'm guessing, and we'll go over that in a minute. Zormer, how you doing? There's another bearing in here. I'm not sure where that came off of, but it was just chilling right in the top here. Here. And I'll pop the rest of this out. Let me just look. Nope, nothing else in here. Just foam. And there's a basket inside. And that is interesting. All right. So it looks like the bearing here probably goes, it's an extra bearing. I'm assuming maybe there's two. Let me just check something. Ooh, that's loud. Nope. So I was just checking to see if they gave me more than one. It looks like one extra bearing here. They set that over here. It looks like you're hanging for putting your build surface on, I believe. And it looks like it is adjustable. It goes up and down like that. Very similar to the Anycubic wash and cure station. And then this must go on and, attach to whatever build surface you're using. Now, I do know they contacted me and they said that with the wash station, the SL2, that you have to actually choose I believe there's a drop down now to choose the printer you're going to be using with this. Let me just jump back over there. So it says it's sold out. All right. I'm pretty sure they said it does not come with like a build plate. You have to choose the one you want to use. But currently on their website, they're sold out. So Amazon, we'd have to go check out Amazon. In the box here, in the very white box, is a power supply, 24 volt, 2 amp power supply, all built in here. So no detachable cables. It's a very efficient way of pulling them apart. So how you guys been? Happy couple days after Christmas. Happy Sunday. Hope everything's going good. The box that holds the power. That's right. So real quick, I don't think you can take this part off, and you cannot take that off. It doesn't look like. So I'm going to pop over to this other camera. I'm going to show you the inside of this. Maybe. So you see that? It looks like everything is kind of built in there. It's bolted down. It's got like a fan. It's kind of hard to see. And some bearings there. So it must be a magnetic drive. And yeah, it's bolted down, but it's got that prop in there. It looks like a 4-blade prop with you got the front of it, which we're gonna do that when we get ready to turn it on in a minute. But yeah, I wanted to show you the inside of that. So that's that. How's it going, Michael? Let me grab my power cable. Plug this bad boy in. So I'm just going to plug it in here. And let's see what it does. Hey, look, we have power. Woo. So on the front of this, it looks like we have a start, a reset, and then the time. It's pretty simple. Let me see if I can pop this over. There you go. Start, reset, and a time. So over here, you can choose 5, 10, or 15 minutes to cure. I'm sorry, to wash. You can reset it, or you can hit your start button there. I do not have any fluids in this thing, so we're not going to start it yet. There we go. Too many buttons. Too many buttons. Boom. Howdy, I'm sorry. I'm live on Jerry's stream. That's okay, Andrew S. Don't be sorry. Just like a lab mixer. Absolutely. It's exactly. It's very similar to the Anycubic wash and cure, except that one has the curing built into it as well. To test this thing properly, we need some wash fluid, maybe some IPA or something. So I actually grabbed my Anycubic wash and cure vat here, or my tub, and I'm just going to fill this bad boy up, and hopefully it doesn't leak all over. So woo. I think that'll be okay. I want to clean out the rest of this from, so you can see the sludge in there. I'm going to cure that and clean that out. But I don't want to dump it into this one. So, little IPA off there. There we go. So, we have some IPA, the very coveted IPA in these times. IPA, yes. Thank you. Someone said my shirt is awesome. Oh, what am I doing? Can you name all of the ships? Can you name all of the ships? I know my video is a little bit blown out. I should fix that, but it's way over there. You know what? I did know. So I need some models. Need some models to cure too. Don't cure it in the bucket, Mike. Good idea. Thanks, Mike. So I'm going to put a glove on here. And I'm going to get... So I should have laid down my silicone, but I didn't. So I'm going to take this nice piece of paper. I'm going to set it right here. Maybe. And I got some models that came off of that Elegoo Pro, the Mars Pro. Don't cure in a bucket. Serenity Millet. Yeah, nice. Kenneth got it. Pie tin, then cure. I like it. Perfect. So I got 4 things I'm going to cure. I got my glove on that I'm touching them with, so I'm not going to touch anything else with this hand already. But if we switch over to this camera, you can see I got 3 of the Elegoo Mars pawns. I'm sorry, rooks. I say pawns. That's funny. And then on the stream itself, I started a print and it failed. It failed like this. And I took some pictures and I sent it on the social medias, and unfortunately, we had one that failed. But that's okay. I'm going to cure it anyway, just for the heck of it. But these are the Elegoo rooks that come on the card. There is a stairway. Kind of hard to see in this one. Let's see. There's a stairway that winds up in there and like an S in the center of it too. It's pretty awesome. So we're going to cure these 4 pieces. To do that, I'm going to set them in the basket here. I'm not going to use the little stand because they're already off the build plate, right? So I'm going to set these in carefully-ish. Here we go. And then I'm going to lower this down carefully-ish. Everything's under, which is nice to see. They did shift all to kind of into the, let's see. There we go. I'll kind of move them. There we go. Kind of shifted. I'm going to put the top back on. Using one hand because I need to take this glove off. That's it. We'll take that glove off, flipping it inside out like I always do. I know we got some resin printing pros in the house tonight, so that's awesome. There we go. So the top is on. We've seen the buttons. I'm going to take this piece of paper, by the way, that is clearly got resin on it, and I might cure it. No, I'm going to set it right here, and I might throw it under this thing to cure it, and then throw it in the trash in a minute. But so we have seen this. So the minimum is 5 minutes. So I guess we're doing 5 minutes because I don't want to do this for 15 minutes today. Let's hit start. Start. There we go. And It is currently agitating. Let's see. Maybe you can see it in there. It's kind of creating the tornado. The props are spinning. I saw an earlier version on their website. Yeah. So the props are spinning. It is kind of creating that agitation there. You can see the tornado. I'm going to let this go. We're going to just talk about the curing station while this one's going. And we got 5 minutes. Hey, Jake from State Farm, also known as Matt, Cat 3D. I'm interested in trying out this washing curing machine. It's 2 machines, and they're sold separately. I believe one is, I just showed it. It's like 50 bucks or something. The other one's like 80. Yeah, so check them out. Whirlpool is underwater, tornado is on land. There you go. I like it. So it's creating a whirlpool. Yeah, I saw Kenneth, I saw that Disney, I think, bought the rights to Firefly, and they may do a reboot. We'll see. That would be really cool as long as they keep the original actors. I know they thought about taking away Inara, I believe, because of her role as a lady of the night, we'll call it, or lady of the ship, we'll call it. Hey. So what do we got here? Hey, look, watch this. Ooh. No, Cat 3D. Now, I could be wrong, but this appears to be bolted down. It's bolted down to the machine. Now, maybe you could unscrew it and get it out that way, but it is not. For instance, this is the Anycubic wash and cure container, and it is, you could probably get a couple more of these if you wanted. But yeah, so it is not like that. It's bolted down. So while that's going, we see it. You can kind of see it going there. Let's talk about the curing station. So the curing station came out of the box just like this. It lifts off like that. I'm going to set that right there for now. Just going to bring this in front of us. So what we notice right away is this is kind of like a hood. You can see if I turn around in here, it's very reflective. And there's your LED array, right there. So it's got one LED array up the top, and it's very reflective, and it looks like it does have some LEDs at the very top as well, which is cool. What's up, Matt? Speaking of resin guys, Matt, Akuma Mods is in the house. Have you played with the Sovol wash and cure stuff, Matt? Foam? We don't need that. This has a turntable here. Pop that off. Very similar to the Anycubic wash and cure as well. It's basically one of the solar turntables, just built on the bottom of the base here. On the bottom of that, you see all the fun stuff. Tells you the model number. It's 15 watts, what size it is, how much it weighs, and it's at 405 nanometers. Just saw it yesterday. Nice. So I don't know which way's forward, so I'm going to go this way forward. So it basically, as you can see, my door's beeping over there, sorry. The Crowdy Cure Station, nice. I really like, I like the Anycubic too. Let's see here. So writing on the bottom, I'm going to use that as the front. So basically, you put your part on here. You basically like this, however it would go on there. Maybe we could do this, right? And then it looks like if you want to use the front of the machine, which is right here, you actually have to go this way. So point back towards you. There we go. And then you just put that on there, and we'll flip it on. And on the top is the almost identical control panel, except for different times, 2, 4, and 6 minutes instead of 5, 10, and 15. So we'll play with that in a minute. Yeah. So this is the Anycubic bucket. On the front, I can't see the front. I'll turn it here in a second. So on the front, it has, oh, it must have, it says max. That's funny. And then I can't read it from this angle, but it does have measurements in there. This is the Anycubic. You can see that the numbers on here are very legible, and it's very similar. I mean, difference is this is ovular and this is rectangular, so there's that. But when it's done here, it might be done. It actually just stopped. I'll turn it around and see. This says 3,500 milliliters as far as that goes. I don't think so, Mike. I think it's about the same. And this says, wow, I really can't read that. It is super hollow. Let's see. It says, well, there's 4,000 it looks like, and then there's two more lines above that. So it might hold some more IPA to get all the way to the top here. But yeah, so there's that. Sovol's much wider. It's one is rectangular and one is ovular. I think it is wider. You're going to get a little more in this one, I think. Yeah. So far I only did 5 minutes on these parts. So we're going to pull them out anyway and see what happens in the interest of time. So next we have the power supply for the curing station. It's just like this. Looking up there. 12 volt 2 amp. So this power supply was 24 volt 3 amp. This one is 12 volt 2 amp. So pretty generic adapter that way. Nice. Kenneth, that's awesome. Zormer, mine was home built. Nice. I actually have a home built cure station as well. But I did like a wash thing, and actually I worked with Matt from the Kuba Mods there, and I came up with, it's sitting right over here, a magnetic base, and I used those little magnetic pellets, and it worked out really well. I think these do a little bit better job for me. But what I like about those little magnetic, like pill-looking things that you can use with the magnetic bases is that, and I talked to Matt about this once, I think he mentioned it, you can put them in the resin, in the jug, and you can actually mix your resin that way too. So that was pretty cool. So this one's done. I'm going to unplug it because I only have one power running right over here. So before I do anything else, let me grab some gloves. Let's get these out of here. It's going to be messy on my table. So set that right there. I'm going to grab some paper towel real quick, just so I don't get my tablecloth too wet. So just some paper towel. I'm going to slide this stuff over so we can get these prints out and dry them. They're kind of so-so using, yeah. They kind of mix, right? I'm going to use a couple of the gloves that came with it. Actually, these came with the Mars Pro. I'll remember that for resin. Yeah, they're not terrible for using. They work-ish. Just don't overdo it, right? Where is it? It's sitting right over there. It's like a magnetic base, and you can set whatever you want on it, and it's pretty cool. Let's see. Mike asked, "Is it able to handle larger prints than the Anycubic one?" No. I'll be right back. Cool. We'll see you shortly. So this is this is the whole turntable here. So it's a standard size turntable, basically bolted onto the base of the machine. It's definitely not bigger than than the normal ones. So yeah, I'm gonna get this out of the way here. Grab these and just drop them out. I love this clear blue from Elegoo. I absolutely love it. And I'll show you that in a second here. Let me turn this way so it's less intrusive. Maybe line them up a little more for you. There we go. So they should be washed pretty good. At this point, maybe Mike or let's see who else is in here. I know that we have a bunch of resin guys in here. So at this point, theoretically, people touch these. My opinion is it's cleaned, but it's not cured. So I don't touch them yet until they're cured. So with my fingers, just because you never know if you're going to have an allergic reaction or anything like that. And I'd rather not touch any of the prints until they're cured. I'm going to turn them upside down. The other thing is you don't want to cure anything until it's dry. So that's the difficult part. I do as well. Difficult part of maybe. Maybe I'll just pull it back. There we go. The difficult part of doing a video like this is these need to dry first. Otherwise, you're going to get like a haze, a white haze on your parts. So this is that one that broke here. I leave prints on the model if I touch before cure steps. I leave prints. Oh, it can leave prints. Yeah. I didn't think about that, but yes. But I really love this color. Let's see. Which one wants to focus? Woo. Of course, it's a Logitech camera here. Let's see, there we go. I really like the color, and it looks pretty good. I mean, clean-wise, it's not bad. I use a photography lens blower. Good point. Good point. That's a good idea. But I always keep my gloves on, until I get them all cured. That's just how I like to do it myself. They are, with these gloves, I think I got something on the, let's see. I don't know if you can hear that, but a little tacky there. Oh, let's see. But yeah. But that's what they look like. I actually am printing. If you remember a while back, there was Shane did that big stream, and they did a whole bunch of awesome models. And I got the water, hoping it's working, the water elemental model going on in this color right now on that Mars Pro. I'm hoping that'll be done here in a couple hours, maybe an hour and a half here, and I can do the same thing and test out this thing a little more. But I mean, not bad so far. Let's see if we can see. There we go. You can see the staircase in there. There's actually writing on the inside of there. That you know what? I never noticed that writing before. That's crazy. Those poor rocks are getting giddy. Rooks, yeah. It says, oh, what does this say? It's so little. Now here we go. Maker resin printer torture piece. That's what it says. Maker resin printer torture piece right on the inside of there. Crazy. Never saw that before. So these are probably pretty close to dry. I like to kind of move them around, make sure there's nothing on the inside of stuff if you have a way for that to happen. There we go. Send them into the light, someone says. All right, I think it's about time. Here we go. Why not? Yeah, they came out good, and this is just the stock stuff. So I'm hoping that water elemental that's printing now comes out just as good as these, because that's not a bad print. What do you think? So let me click over here. So here is the wash and cure station. Do this. There we go. Kind of looks bigger than it is. Objects may appear bigger than they are. Caroline, there we go. I'm going to drop all three of them on here. Why not? Why not? Or really all four, because there's a failed one. You know, we want to make sure that one gets on there. So I got all four kind of evenly spaced. At this point, I'm going to set my paper towels aside. I'm going to take off my gloves because I don't want to touch the curing station with my nasty gloves. I'm going to slide these over. Let's go right here. Okay, so now on the back of this thing, here is your power port here. So I'm going to take this power cord. I'm actually going to come to this side of the desk. We're going to plug it in right there. It powers up the lights on the top that look identical to what these look like, except for the times are 2, 4, and 6 minutes. I'm going to do this kind of blind because there we go. So that just sits over the top. It is really small. It's kind of nice that way. If you don't have a ton of room, this might be a good thing. I'm going to do let's do a 4-minute cure. And you can see that here. Let's see if I can show you here. There we go. I'm going to do a 4-minute cure. I just wanted to see what it looked like from the front here. Whew. And there we go. So we have that window. The tray is spinning. My hands are shaking. Clearly I had too much coffee. There we go. That's better. Get this out of here. Old curmudgeon's in the house. How you doing? Let me see if I can. There we go. So we can officially see that it's curing right now. I have it on for 4 minutes. I did a 5-minute wash in here. I fight for the users. Nice. And a 4-minute cure. Wow, Andrew Hayes, that's amazing. Congratulations on that. That is an awesome, awesome achievement, sir. Michael, how you doing? Dan Adams, how are you? So you can see it's curing in there. It does have a couple of LEDs on the top to shine down, but most of them are along that back wall, as we saw. It's kind of cool that you can watch it. I like, I kind of like that, and the color doesn't hurt that at all. With the color, it looks really cool that it's being lit up. So yeah, we got 4 minutes. Like I said, what are you guys drinking anything? This was coffee. This is the probably over now. Yep, there's nothing left in there. Had a little butterscotch, and it's a cold brew. That was water. Paul Cumber, I've been good. How about you? Jeremy likes how they are separate. It is it's cool that they're separate. Yeah, I think it goes both ways. I mean, and they're not big, as you can see. These are pretty small. This is a Starbucks like grande sized cup or something like that, and there you go. Kind of tells you the size of it. So not giant. Um, but what I like about them is they're functional and they're pretty inexpensive. Snow, there's no snow right now. Having some Coke with some sushi. Nice. Yeah, translucent filament glow while curing. You're absolutely right there. I love that. Kit, how are you? So yeah, I mean, being separate, it's nice if you have the space. I kind of like the all-in-one machine space-wise because it's just one machine. But at the same time, if you needed to move this around, it's really easy. And if you know, this is just a lid; it just pulls off like that. Um, like I said, no snow. Got to go to Dunkin' Donuts and order that hot Dunkachino, my favorite drink. I don't know what that is. I'll have to try it. We're getting snow, Paul. Uh-oh, I don't like that. We might. Out of the blue, how tall is your workbench enclosure behind me? It is tall. Give me a second, I'll measure it. Could someone make a curing machine 10 times bigger? Yes, you can. Snow in Michigan having burgers and Pepsi. I love it. So actually, here, let me get up here. So is the Ender 3 size Creality enclosure that they sold, right? This is a giant curing station if you want it to be. I took the lid, as you can see, and I put some reflective material on there. And this is a giant curing station. I have a couple of big UV lights that usually go in here. I took it down recently because I'm moving it. But it could be a pizza warmer too. Why not? But I put a couple of big UV lights, one in the back and one in the top in here. And basically, with one of those turntables, you can cure pretty much any size you want in that one. I mean, it's huge. You can see. So I've done that before I got the Anycubic curing station. I used that. And then I had a question about how tall is my bench. Something you got to know that it's about 6 inches off the ground as well. It's actually sitting on feet, but it is about 43 inches tall, so it's pretty tall. All right. So yeah, yes, I'm wearing shorts. So yeah, about 43 inches tall, but there is a lip that runs around the garage, and it comes out maybe this far all the way around. And I actually set the back of the enclosure on that, and then I put the front on feet, so everything's up off the ground, which is nice in case water ever runs through here. It runs underneath it. Thank you, JS3DU2, an ice shanty for fishing. There you go. So this stopped. It beeped. That was 4 minutes. So we'll pull this off slowly. And this is what we got. Let's just see. Definitely cured. It's not sticky at all, which is awesome. If I looked and saw anything that I thought might be still on there, I'd put gloves back on, to be honest. But it looks good. I mean, it looks like it's cured very well. Let's see here. I got an idea. Let's do this. So maybe. Come on, Logitech. There we go. So there you go. There. It focused on something behind it, didn't it? I don't use this camera very often. So you can read the Elegoo in the top. You can see the color didn't change too much at all. It's very nice blue still. There's doesn't appear to be any cloudiness or anything like that. Of course, the blue probably hides it a little if there was. You can see that staircase in there. That looks really good. Let's see the top here, where we saw the. Let me just get the angle correct. There we go. You can see that writing in there off the reflection. That looks good. What's the weight of the lid on the curing station? Just curious. That's a good question. Give me a second. Actually, I don't have a scale out here, but I can look, or maybe I can pretend to know. But you can see the stairway down there. I mean, it feels cured. I don't see any like blotchiness. I don't see any. If it's not cured all the way, you can usually see it. So yeah, that looks really good. And when we had all three of them on. Now the only thing that I see actually, let's see if we can see this. The bottom doesn't have any light, so you see that. You can kind of see where it was stuck to. There you go. You can kind of see where it was stuck to the spinning wheel here. I'm not sure how you would get by that though. In this case, like stock, it's actually on all of them. I see it now. So if it was just stock, how would you get by that? You'll see it here when it hits that glare. You see that kind of looks like I don't know, sticky area. I guess what we could do is turn. It lost some of the blue. It kind of did. I mean, you could see that. I mean, the color didn't change a lot in the thicker areas here. It stayed pretty blue. But in the camera, it definitely looks like, now that I see it better, that these look less blue in the camera. But in person, I mean, in person, it's still really blue. And it could be also, it could be the light bouncing off because I have some bright lights up here too. So I'm going to pop this. This is the Sovol SL1 curing station and SL2 wash station. So what I'm going to do just for a minute is pop these in upside down. And I don't know if this is the right thing to do or not, but I feel like it. So I'm going to pop these things in upside down. I'm going to put it on a 2-minute cycle and just let it do its thing to cure the bottoms. Maybe you don't have to do that. Maybe someone in the chat can tell me what they think. But I like to make sure everything's cured. I love the glow. I love the like someone said it already. Translucent resin glows so cool when it's curing. So yeah. Not a bad little setup. I mean, the price is not bad at all. Let me pop open Amazon here. There's links in the description below. They are affiliate links. If you use them to go here or buy anything, it helps the channel out. So I really appreciate when you guys click on those links. Literally, any of my videos have Amazon links in them. Click on that. Then you can go anywhere you want in Amazon, and it helps me out no matter what you buy. I don't see what you buy, but at least at least it helps the channel out no matter what you buy. So thank you. So let me just open both of these. That was a curing, wash and cure. Let's go to Amazon. Oh, that's not what I wanted. So it looks like the Anycubic wash and cure. Elegoo might have actually just released another one too. But anyways, we might have to check that out. I'm sorry, Elegoo released one. This is Sovol too. Sovol SV, let's see, it'd be SL2. Let me just pop this open so we can get an idea of price. So I'm going to pop these on the screen real quick here. A pretty go round, yeah. Here, you can see it again. Ready? Whee! So let's see. Let's pop this open one more time. So it looks like the wash machine, the SL2 on Amazon, is $79.99 right there. And you can have that Prime shipped. I could have it by Tuesday. If I pop out of that and I go back to the SL2 wash machine, I think I showed you the curing one. Nope, that was the wrong one. So, click the wrong button. There we go. So this is the SL1 curing machine, and that is currently $55.99. Actually, I think that's a cheaper. I think it's cheaper right now if you can get it on the Sovol site. Let's see. So it's $59.99 for the wash machine on the Sovol site, but they're sold out. And it is $39.99 for the curing machine on the Sovol site, but they're sold. No, but there's still some in the shop. So what I would do if I was you is buy them straight from Sovol. I have links in the description below. Yes, not a bad price for the wash station straight from Amazon. But if you can get it straight from Sovol at $59.99, that's even a better deal. Yes, Brian Vine's in the house. You have a nice new year. I hope you're telling him to, not asking him if he did, because I tell you what, this last new year was crazy and brought on a crazy year. Let's see. What else we got? So, yeah, I mean, overall, first impressions. Maybe what's going on with this thing? There we go. First impressions, price is cheaper than the Elegoo Wash and Cure. Yeah, it's definitely cheaper than the Elegoo Wash and Cure. It looks like combined it's cheaper than the Anycubic as well. And I've checked those out too. But I mean, overall, I think it's not a bad machine. I don't want to overcure these, but I wanted to show it off one more time. There you go. That's what it looks like when they are curing. Not a bad machines in general. I think, in my opinion, I'd like to see a little more force, a little more oomph on the Sovol wash machine here. I just felt like it wasn't a lot. Let me see if I can show you that again. Wow, I keep hitting that button. Oh no, they sent you the wrong power leads, TK. So let me plug this back in. I don't know who's blowing me up here, but that's okay. So let me plug this back in. I'm just going to turn this on for a quick cycle so you can see. I mean, it does agitate. It is agitated. It is agitating. I could probably get you a top view now. Why not? Thank you, JS3D. Do some research. Find the one you want. If you like the curing station and size is okay for you, that's the big thing. This isn't going to cure anything bigger than your Mars, your Photon, the LD02R. It's all going to fit in here. If you need something big, this isn't the guy for you, but let me just do this. This is how much it agitates. So you can kind of see, I mean, it's nice. It's quiet. It's super quiet. But it definitely would swirl the parts. But I think I'd like to see some more agitation than that. In my opinion, and maybe Matt, if you're still watching, you could tell me. Looks like it's going to back up. There we go. Yeah, it spins the other way now. I mean, in my opinion, you just might want to wash a little longer just to make sure everything's washed. you know, nicely, because you want to make sure all, you know, all your parts get washed good. And if you're going to use something like this, then you might as well do it for as long as it needs to be. 2 agitators would be good. It's the new render slowly with a, oh yeah, that'd be cool. TK. Rick rolled in the chat. LOL. That's funny. But I don't think that's Rick rolled though. If you're talking about what Brian said. Print a better prop. That might be possible. In the bottom of this thing, there's like a metal cage around it. Let's see if I can show you that a little better too. See right there? So your prop is down there, and there's a metal cage around it. So I'm assuming so nothing hits it, and so that this basket can sit on top. Now, one thing I do like that I did not show is that this, if I can do it one-handed, that would be amazing. There we go. So it does have the hanger, so you can put stuff directly from certain build plates right on here. So it is possible. I know they contacted me and said that when you order one of these, I believe you have to choose which one which printer you're going to use this with, and they'll send you the right adapter, I believe, for that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what they told me. What? Good. So yeah, I mean, not a bad deal there. That's the cage. This lifts out, you know. I think overall, overall for the money, if I was trying to get into resin printing and I wanted to start out with a machine, maybe, and I wanted to start out with something that was very economically affordable when combined with a basic resin machine or a small resin machine, this isn't a bad choice. It does agitate. It does swirl the liquid around, in my case IPA, and we saw that the curing was good. I mean, I can see now that the bottom's cured, but there is still a ring, and some of that might actually be from the build plate too when it got built. Let's see if I can show it. Oh yeah, there we go. So some of that might be from the plate on the printer. You can see kind of a ring around the outside there. There you go. Right there. So, but it is, at least it's smooth and cured now. Overall, very cool print from the SD card of that Mars Pro. And maybe if it wouldn't zoom on me and it would zoom on the print, that would be awesome. There we go. Yeah, very cool print. Now, these lights are making the areas right here much lighter than they look like. In person, they still look really blue. But it's funny, in the camera, that those look like they actually kind of lost some color. Interesting. Where did I miss in chat here? Let's see. Did not get that part. Since the IP would just kill the IPA, it would just kill it. Oh yeah, didn't think about that. Looks like a deep fryer, exactly. Damn good price for both units. It's not bad. I mean, for sure. If you need something like this and you don't want to spend a lot of money, I would do this all day. Maybe if I go back to that, I would do this all day versus buying I have one over here. I could probably show it. I just need a second to grab it. So, I worked with Matt from Akuba Mods. I really liked his, and this was before these came out, okay? Denatured alcohol. Oh, nice. Good tip, Matt. Good tip. So this is the set. You can buy them independently. I think someone in the chat says, TK said, I prefer 2 units rather than one combined. The truth behind that is, if this one were to ever crap out or die, you still have a curing station you know, if it's combined and the electronics go, you're probably shot on both, right? This is 90. I have to remember. It's 90 something percent IPA. I got this long before everything hit, and now it's hard to find and not cheap anymore. Let's see. Exactly. Okay. So let me grab something real quick. I'm just going to unplug this. If I can reach it. I'm still here, I promise. Let's see if I can show this. Okay. So the one I built before this with the help of Matt was one of those. And this is like basically a magnetic lab plate, right? You could buy these pretty cheap. Get this out of the way. And then what you would do is you would take your vat, and I have much bigger ones like this over here, but this is just a good example. You would take your whatever you're going to use. In this case, this is a pickle. This is a pickle jar. And it has a tray inside of it. But I don't know if I can use this one without making a mess here. Just set it right there on those paper towels. So then you get these little magnets. They look like pills. There's different sizes. You put that in there, okay? And let's see if I can show you. Essentially, there it is down there, okay? Then, if you turn this on here, wow, I'm shaky. So if you turn that on, you can hear it, it's loud. But that was a little too powerful. But it spins that down there, okay? And now it actually jumped off because I was being crazy. There you go. So it magnets back to the center. And this one actually has, I don't know if you can see it, it has a little dot where the mold was down in there. And it doesn't allow this thing to sit flat. But when you turn it on, either way, it creates your vortex, right? And then if you have your top on, and this is what I was talking about. I don't use this anymore because of the wash and cure stations, but you can put these in the bottom of your resin and turn them on low, and it doesn't do a bad job mixing it, but you can see it. It's hard to see it spinning. But this thing really, here you go. I'll back it out. See? This thing really rock and rolls. Now you could do this pretty cheap, and you could 3D print, and I did. You could 3D print a little plate that goes in there and holds everything on top, and that's what I did. Originally, I used this one, and I designed this with an idea from Matt. Actually, this is the very first thing I ever designed and printed myself. I went in Tinkercad. I just designed this to the size I wanted, printed it, and it basically, it's a table that would sit in there like that. You put your prints on top. That little pill goes underneath. You turn this thing on. You have a wash and cure station, right? A wash and cure. You have a wash station. Not too bad of a job either. So it kind of worked out really good that way. But then the Anycubic wash and cure station came along, and this thing doesn't work really anymore because that thing is, I mean, these things are so much more convenient. Oh, curmudgeon, have a good night. So yeah, but not a bad thing though. You like I said, you could put those in the resin bottles, turn them on low, and mix some resin if you wanted to. That way, you can mix whatever you want if you have them, right? So yeah. So that's what I used to do. And then these Anycubic came out, and now this is the Sovol one. I really think it did a great job. I think the price is very fair on this. Again, I have affiliate links in the description below. JS3D, have a great night. I think you said you picked up one. I hope you like it a lot. Let's see. Can't wait to try it out. Hey, I hope you love it. Have a great night too. But yeah, not a bad little combo. TK said it. Keeping them separate's not a bad idea. It's just a little more desk space if you have it. But other than that, very cool. I don't want to keep this too long, but any questions besides my loud squeaky chair here? Any questions before we take off? Do some questions. And like I said, it did come. The wash station here did come with the adjustable height kind of table there, and that's nice if you don't want to take something off the build plate. I like that on my Anycubic one. The reason I like that is because what I really like about that is I like to clean my build plate anyway, so why not dip it all in there and do it at the same time. 509 drone, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. $5. Awesome. Thank you, 509 drone. Water. We are dangerously close to 25,000 subscribers, which is awesome. Yeah, TK says Sovol also says good vats for resin printers that come with covers. I saw those. Let me just look at something real quick. I believe we are. Man, we're just about 400 subscribers away from 25,000. Hopefully to hit that before the new year would be amazing. If you remember last December, I think it was, I believe it was December, I did a 10,000 subscriber giveaway. So this year has grown awesomely, the channel wise, and we like this stuff. Yeah, those vats though with the covers are really cool. It makes switching colors super easy. I've seen people actually doing multicolor resin stuff with multiple vats. They bring it up. I remember 5K. Thank you, Travis. I remember no K. No, I remember being at Murph for the very first time. Why is this highlighted? That's weird. I was at Murph for the first time in like 2019, I think, and I met Matt and some other awesome people over there. And I think I didn't even have 500 subscribers yet, but I was so pumped about 3D printing because I absolutely love it. They fit the photon range and great for photon mono as a replacement for the plastic vat. Oh, nice with the vats. Nice. Zormer, have a good night. Nice to see ya. So, actually, I had a Photon S and a Photon, yeah, regular Photon, and I don't anymore. A friend is using, or I gave one to a friend, the Photon, and the Photon S was in a printer trade I did, yeah. But I still have my Creality LD002R here and the Mars Pro. That's the Anycubic washing cure back there. Oh, behind there you can't see it, but I have the Anycubic Zero hiding behind there. That was a fun little machine. I like that little thing. It's just little, but it prints very nice. But yeah, so this year's been awesome. A little bit crazy, obviously, with the world, but gotta love doing stuff. Nice. TK is about to hit 700. If you haven't subscribed to TK, hit it. All you gotta do is click on his icon in YouTube. It'll take you to his account, and you can subscribe that way. Nice. Shane, we ran into each other at Murph, but we don't think we talked. I might not have known. I didn't know many people yet at Murph. Did not know many people yet. Some people I should have known too, but I didn't know them yet. But anyways, I don't want to keep this too long. What are we at? About an hour and 12 minutes. My feelings, as you saw, 509 area code. Oh, I got it. As you saw, it washed pretty good. It cured good. It did what it said it was going to do. I think that for the price, it's not a bad. It's definitely not a bad setup. You can get both of them or one or the other. If you don't need a wash station, just grab the cure station. Links are in the description below, like I said already. But for the price, not a bad setup. I kind of like the idea of just, dropping your stuff on, dropping the cover on over it, and hitting go. A lot of people have made this themselves. I know Robbie Mack and some other people out there have talked about using buckets. And they spun UV LEDs around inside of a 5-gallon bucket. And then they put one of these spinners down underneath it. And they just put the bucket right over the top. And that works too. We were at Walter's table and your wife was filming. Nice. I do remember that, Chris. Ooh, 509 does FPV content. I like it. I need to get back into mine. It's too cold right now, but I need to get back into mine. I have a little newbie drone, B-Brain Light, I believe. B-Brain Light that I love. But anyways, I got to fly. I'm going to go inside and make some dinner and everything for Lindsay and the baby. I'm going to get the animals fed and all that. But I was thinking about doing another stream tonight, but I don't think I'm going to. What I'm going to do, we're not going to have a hot mix tomorrow, but we will have a stream at the same time. I'll put the stream up after this, and I'll let you guys vote on what we're going to do. I have some printers that I need to get built. We have the Artillery Genius, the Creality CR10 V3, and then we also have a 4-in-1 printer that I really need to get built and do that, and that's cool. It's laser, CNC, 3D printing, and dual color 3D printing. So maybe we'll do that one because that would be fun. But I'll put it on my channel on YouTube. You'll see a survey. A survey? Yeah, why not? Basically, not. What do you call it? Not a survey. Whatever. You can vote on which one you want. So check out that. If I could talk, that'd be awesome. Good night, everybody. 509 is freezing here. Yeah, it's definitely cold here too. TK, thank you. I appreciate it. Kenneth, you guys all, thank you so much for being here. Travis, Shane, Zormer was here. Old Curmudgeon was here. JS, Dan Adams, Comics Legend. Man, there was a good crowd here. But I am going to fly. It's snowing there. Oh, no. That means it's going to probably – I should look at the weather. I'm thinking we'll get snow here then. But I'm going to fly, you guys. Have a great night. I really appreciate it. We will see you again tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Central. We'll do a printer build, and we'll have some fun with that. And Jeff Hutchins, how are you? But, yeah, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. Check out the Sovol SVO1 and SV. I did a Sovol SVO1 already. The Sovol SL1 and the Sovol SL2. Very cool machines. Very economical if you need something to do resin print cleaning and curing. And they don't take up a lot of space. As you can see, if I move them next to each other, it's not a lot of space here. So that is another great thing. Brian Vine said he's going to get into resin soon. No, that's not true. I just made that up. But yeah, you guys have a great night. We will see you probably tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central. We will see you then. I don't think I'm going to stream again tonight, but you never know. Alan, Bo, how are you? And have a great night, everybody. Thank you, guys. Later. No. Before I hit the end button, I just saw Brian said, "Nope, he's not going resin." I love it. Good night, guys. Later.